Your comments are welcome. 054-257-1061. 054-257-1061. You can send in your comments. What do you make of yesterday's games, the final round of group games in some of the groups? I think it was, if you check the groupings, groups A, B, and C. What are your thoughts on that? Groups A, B, and C, the teams that have qualified, the teams that are going home. Switzerland and Canada have qualified as winners and runners-up. Mexico, South Africa, winners and runners-up. Switzerland and Canada, winners and runners-up. Brazil and Mexico, winners and runners-up. (1054-257-1061). This is the Sporty Breakfast. A reminder that later this morning, Inside French Football is on. We'll be talking about the French national team, how they are getting ready for their final group game. Didier Deschamps on the passing of his mums. We'll talk about that as well. And there are certain other stories from the world of French football we will get into. But the phone lines are open. I want to hear from listeners. 054-257-1061. 054-257-1061. Yesterday, groups A, B, and C completed their group campaign. Let me know what you made of the matches. Are you surprised? What caught your attention? Let me take this caller. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Prophet Nathan.
What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
Sportematico.
All right, please go ahead.
But Nathan was a wonderful prophet.
Yes, he was.
You are aware?
Yes, I know that.
Yeah, he went and committed David when he committed adultery.
Yes, that is true.
So one of the greatest prophets is Nana, and I presume and I pray that you take after him.
That's it.
Because you are very bold.
That is in the hands of the Lord.
No, you have to prepare yourself.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Have a calling. God has given everybody a calling.
Yeah, so maybe my calling is not in the ministry.
Then develop it.
No,
develop it.
I don't think so. I think my calling is in the classroom rather. Not
praise God. Praise God. Thank God for that. Yes, you know why all of us. Personally, I'm very sad that South Korea couldn't send these people back. You know, but when it comes to this third place, the last game, I'm afraid of Croatia more than England.
Okay.
Because when they reach this stage, people become complacent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they look at it that we are finished. Oh, Ghana, Croatia will beat them. You know, so when complacency steps in like that, even training, they don't go, they didn't take the instruction serious. That's what happened to South Korea.
Mm-hmm.
They thought, they underrated these South Africans, these people who will run over them. If we do. So I am praying that they take this match against Croatia even more serious than the one against England.
Okay.
They have to prepare the same formation. We just need 1 point, just one. If by the grace of God a chance comes and we get a 3, praise God.
Okay.
You know, yes. So that is what I'm employing. I'm employing the coach to make sure that the boys don't joke with it at all. They don't joke with their training, and also there must be discipline, as you rightly said. Discipline is the key word. Discipline. They shouldn't allow visitors anyhow. And it's their last match. And at the end of the day, when they cross this header, we'll take it game by game. Good luck with you, and my regard to Ray.
All right, thank you so much.
Have a wonderful morning.
All right, thank you. 8 minutes after 8. This is still the Sporty Breakfast. Give us a call 054-257-1061 030-279-4805. Let me take this caller. Hello.
My time, my guy.
Yes, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My time,
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir. Please go ahead.
My shout out to the minister for the studio day.
All
Especially Imota.
Okay.
Are you Imota?
Oh, yeah. More day around. It sorts we out on the production side.
He's solid man.
Yes, Immortal.
I don't feel
Immortal be solid guy.
I don't go lie. He's solid one. Charlie, yeah, I got a three. If you give Ghana to attack, you don't know point. Because if you go bully the game inside, they make it player. Croatia will score you. So the thing is, the way we go with England now, if you show now, we go. We get 1 point, only 1 point.
Okay.
So if one play the game, yeah, if one don't say they go kick 1 point. So make you know go bully the game inside, will make it play. If you go bully the game inside, they go score each other. So make you defend like that now. We get can't be a fire, take choke out. You know that.
Okay.
So make you don't go play the game inside. That game they cannot bully inside. You see, I'm not happy seeing this South Africa qualifying.
Oh, why?
What they do here, I know they support them. These workers when we go, I know they support them because of what they do. You see, it's not me alone. All African countries are actually because of what they did. You see, I'm so proud of Senegal. So proud of Senegal.
Okay.
So right now, Senegal is African country that will not qualify right now. Or they're in Tunisia.
Yeah, Tunisia. I asked for Tunisia. They are out.
So Senegal and Tunisia will challenge. But we'll see the way forward.
Okay.
So need to.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. 8:11. This is still the Sporty Breakfast. Give me a call 030-279-4805. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Hello, Nathan.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Osman. Calling from Industry.
All right, Osman. Please go ahead.
We wanted South Africa to go back, but he decided to stay. This tournament is turning out to be something else. Please educate us if we play second, who we are going to play, we are likely to play, and if we play third.
Okay, no problem.
Yes, and I am happy our game is on Saturday. At least by that time, most of the groups would rounding up. It will be left with our group and then the group of Colombia, I think the last group. So it will give us a fair idea as to what we do going into the final game.
Okay.
Because I know if we are to play second, we are likely to play Portugal.
Okay.
And we don't need the big boys at this stage. Yes.
No problem.
South Africa are lucky they are playing Canada in US.
Yeah.
Which I think is an advantage for them. I'm just hoping we will have enough numbers with regards to the African teams.
Okay.
At least 6 or 7 wouldn't be bad in the round of 32.
Okay.
So that going forward, at least if we have about 4 in the round of 16, 2 in the quarterfinals, it will be good for Africa. We will make a good case for ourselves. Have a good morning, Nathan.
All right. Thank you so much. 12 minutes after 8. I will be running Ghana's possibilities by you in a bit. We are not too clear what the identity of the teams are, but what FIFA has done is that they are like options. So I'll run through the particular options for all of us so we know. Hello?
Good morning, Nathan.
Yes, good morning.
All
right, Honorable, please go ahead.
I will talk about our match today because we have tomorrow and today morning as well up to the afternoon.
Okay.
So let me give the voice. Now, South Africa, we all need our best to be the Africans that we didn't work. Let's just leave them alone. The right thing they are getting into their own hands, and they have really fought a good fight, and I think we are moving towards we are more happy for the pitch. I think a very credible coach like this and having a team that is disappointing him so many times like that, I think it's better he's been able to skip the group stage, and that is good.
Yeah.
Senegal, they have really disappointed all of us. All of us. Because in a tournament, that is why they say some countries know how to play tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
I know they are one of the people who knows how to play tournaments in Africa in recent years.
Yeah.
But tournaments are played with a strategy.
Mm-hmm.
There are some matches you don't force yourself to win it.
Mm-hmm.
You just manage the match and go with the points. But here in the case, they wanted to win the match. First match against France, we wanted to win it. Second match, we wanted to win it instead of managing it and looking up for the third match. That is exactly what we have to do. We have to manage whatever we have. Mm-hmm. And the last that is the starting thing. I didn't want to do that, but the conversation has already taken me there. Let's just hope that the tournament is taking the momentum. It's really taking the momentum and we are really enjoying it. Let's hope it keeps going like this and everything will be fine. Hey, some people are enjoying more than you. The big boys all over, you can see them all over in the state. Why do you do that?
Oh, you know, that working here too is part of the work. So somebody has to be here.
Yeah. I know, but at least, you know, when it happens like that, you've been around the media men for some time. You know, the big boys, I mean, these up there, like you and these on the big fat shoes, the top net, they leave. So I don't know how you do it. But anyway, we would appreciate you so much. We are here, we thank God, we still have you here. And we are enjoying you.
Don't worry, there are so many other tournaments, so my time will come one day, so that is fine.
Your time will come. All right, enjoy the game. Let's have a wonderful day.
All right, Noble, thank you so much. 8:16. This is still the Sporty Breakfast. Give us a call, 030-279-4805. 030-279-4805. And you can call the other number, 054-257-1061. Let me take this caller. Hello?
Mr. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Michael from Ablukman.
Michael, please go ahead.
No, I'm glad to
Best man, I'll say microphone channel.
Oh, England to score under 1.5. Where is he?
Ampa. England to score under 1.5.
Oh, sorry. Oh, would you for you I talk down. Would you for you as I go to see the bois? As I go to the bois. It's a yellow.
Yami Adum, how are you? Oh, hello, Michael. Hello, Michael. Okay, looks like we've lost Michael. He may call back. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Good morning, Neda.
Yes, good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Emmanuel,
please go ahead.
Neda.
Yes.
For some time now, I've not heard from my man. I've got somebody that's attacking.
You've got what?
I think for some time now, I've not heard from my man. Or you have got somebody that's attacking.
Who is this?
Otunfo.
I'm sure Otunfo is busy making money somewhere. I'm sure he will call us one of these days.
Otunfo get the national kick stuff, I'm sure.
Oh, how?
I'm sure. Otunfo, I like that too much now.
Yeah, but what if he has traveled? What if he's...
That's why I say the national kick, he to get some.
No. What if there's a personal...
He get some. The way he come, he get the national kick. I think you don't talk with.
No. We don't know where Otunfo is, so...
I mean, you don't talk. Otunfo, if you are listening, if you get some of the national kick, make we know.
No. I don't think he has national kick. Anyway, please go ahead.
Why you depending Otunfo?
No, because you see, it could be anything. Because one day it can happen to me. What if something happens? I'm sick. I don't come to work for...
Yeah, I understand you. I understand
you. Say that I've gone to take national kick. Anyway, Emmanuel, please go ahead.
Darling, how do you call it? South Africa will get this is a smooth way to round of 16. This Canadian team, they can't beat this Canadian team. They day. Wow. This Canadian team, they will beat them blue black Charlie. let's see the truth. That is,
So you think they'll beat Canada? You think they'll beat Canada?
They'll beat Canada. South Africa plays some nice football.
Well, that is true.
South Africa plays some nice football. This is what you get when you beat a league war. You get better players to play the games.
No, but Emmanuel, but their coach said that their players should go and play outside in Europe.
But the people, they are playing them well. What do you want them to do?
The coach's argument is that if they play in Europe, it's important.
These things are not going well. That's what they saying what they are doing well. Did you hear him saying that? You see, when things are not going well, he said the things to go outside and go and play football. But now they are qualified. Have you heard him saying that South Africa players should go out and go and play football?
Maybe he hasn't changed his mind, but now he doesn't want to say anything.
Because now they qualify. They qualify. He can't say anything.
Because now they've qualified.
What can he say? Pardon?
You're saying that now they've qualified, so he's happy.
Oh, they've qualified, so he can't say anything.
Okay, all right.
He can't say anything.
All right.
So big up to South Africa. And I don't know, but our last game. Listen, it's a possibility that we're going to play in Canada.
There is a possibility. I'll explain that when I end the phone call.
Yeah, so
depending on where we finish, I think if we finish third, I think we go back to Canada. Something like that. But I'll go through it. It's right in front of me.
What are they doing? So is it possible the party will miss another game again?
It is possible if he has to go back to Canada, because remember what the Canadians, the condition the Canadians gave was that the gentleman still has an active case against him. That case is not dead. So far as he still has an active case, going to Canada is almost a no-no.
Have a good morning. I don't even know what to say again.
You take it easy. 8:21. This is still the sporty breakfast. Please, if there are any immigration people around, any immigration lawyers around, you can, let me know. Because at least that is my reading of the party situation after the appeal. Anyway, let me take this caller. Hello.
I'm back.
I'm back. Yes, Michael, you were saying something before you went away.
I said South Africa then surprised me, pal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, really surprised me because I'm really disappointed in South Korea. Because they I don't understand. You just need a draw so that you just know the coffee and we compare, but then we now have to take power show. So that's it. And yes, but then the most disappointing team in this tournament is Senegal. Even though, yes, Senegal, they have been very, very disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very, very disappointed. Because I thought maybe even if you couldn't face France, at least with you just manage the draw. Not with Iraq, then you just carry away through. But then you lost the games. Now you are praying. Maybe you have to need to score about 4 or 5 games against Iraq.
You have to
understand, which is going to be very difficult because this tournament has shown us that in the group stage there, there are no minutes. Understand? Even you can score them, but then you suffer. Understand? Those minutes you get them when you get to the knockout stage. Round of 16 quarters. Understand? But then in the group stage, we'll be able. So you have to kill the game very fast. So that's why we can tell them that if you have the chance, kill the game in against England. Don't pass the bus now, not the good ties, So not good. The bar, not boom. That's it. But then again, I'm giving another correct score. Another one, my fault. Ghana, Croatia, Ubia, Kucha, Ghana win or draw. Croatia, 8 minutes Ghana.
I see. Hey.
8 minutes Ghana.
Okay. Immortal Trotto. I'm saying Ghana win or draw.
Win or draw. 8 minutes Croatia, 8 minutes Ghana. Ghana, they draw.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah.
I see. Inti boys no weekend the kakra they are short. Wow. So listeners, you've heard your Thursday morning odds. Michael for that win or draw for Ghana, or else this weekend you go chop hot.
Thank you very much.
Michael, thank you so much. 8:23. This is still the sporty breakfast. can call the other number 030-279-4805 and then call the other number 054-257-1061. Let me take this caller. Coach Kwabena Danso is in studio. He'll be joining us in a bit. But let me take this caller. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Nathan.
Yes, good morning.
This is Lexus from Asakuru.
All right, please go ahead.
Please, Nathan, if you can give me the callers 1 minute, I think I will be happy.
Okay, no problem.
Because they will use only 5 minutes to stop. They're repeating the same thing. Meanwhile, we are waiting for. It's not the best.
Yes, all right. Please go ahead.
Okay, listen, the final matches played so far, in fact, there are 2 countries that qualify and I'm not happy.
Hey.
Yes, Canada and South Africa.
Why?
Yes, because I don't even want these 2 countries to qualify, but it's other unfortunate to me. Right. These 2 countries, because Canada, their players that because Thomas Partey.
Mm-hmm.
And I want South Africa to go back and back.
I see, no problem. No, the 2 countries, they are facing each other in the next stage. So
yes, that's the problem. That means definitely one will qualify to round of 16. That's my problem now.
Okay.
Yes, I don't even want these people to appear there the round was 16. But no matter what, one of them will qualify.
I see. All right.
Especially if South African qualify, I will be happy.
Hey. All right, no problem. Yes, thank you. Thank you for calling. Let's see what happens to them. So the people do not want South Africa to go. Sorry. No, the whole thing, I find the whole thing quite interesting. All right, let me take this caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Kofi. I'm calling from broadcasting.
All right, please go ahead.
Yeah. But my problem is I don't understand this obsession with South Africa by most Ghanaians. Out of us, if something bad is going on in some parts of it, doesn't mean you have to be so negative about them. This is football. And what is happening is that it's not the whole of South Africa. There are still Ghanaians there. Those who are there are more than those who have returned home. So we didn't take, because they are attacking some Ghanaians, then we start to hate them for that thing. As for football, you don't know. Maybe here in South Africa, we can even go further than Ghana. That hatred, I don't understand. It's few South Africans who are doing that.
Fair point. But
it doesn't mean you have to hate them.
Fair point. But you also can't stop people from feeling the way they want to feel, right?
Yeah, I know. But it seems when you count about 90% of Ghanaians, for that reason, they hate South Africa in football for that reason. I'm not South African or whatever, but this thing we have to stop. Somebody came online saying he doesn't want South Africa and Canada to go forward. And his reason is about apartheid. Apartheid case is about the law. Nothing about the law. Canada, they have their law. Every country has its laws about immigration or whatever. So there are something you have to understand. Don't hate a country because a few of them are attacking. There are still Ghanaians there. If I'm not lying, I think at least we have about over 100,000 Ghanaians who are still there and who are not feeling the attack. I know some Ghanaians who are there.
Yeah, I mean,
they are not being attacked.
Whether they're 100,000, I don't know. But anyway.
Pardon?
No, I'm just saying that, I mean, they are Ghanaians. They asked to whether their population is about 100,000 in South Africa.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for
okay,
your call.
all right.
Oh, man. Zero 054-257-1061 054-257-1061. This is the Sporty Breakfast. You can equally send us a WhatsApp message on the same number 054-257-1061. In a bit, Coach Kwabena Danso will be joining us. We'll talk about the games from yesterday. Some countries have booked their tickets to the round of 32. Brazil and Morocco finished joint top, first and second. And some other countries have qualified as well. Senegal are hoping to qualify, right? They have put themselves in a very complicated situation. But let's see. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Hello, Nathan.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Victor from Swinters.
All right, please go ahead.
Please, how can you stop me from feeling my feeling? My feeling is your feeling. I don't understand though. Because I'm not a happy man because I don't want South Africa to qualify.
No, this
Because the thing that these are countries.
anti-South Africa, they like it really cracks me up. It make it like I find it so interesting.
So, I'm not a happy man. You see, right now, Canada will face South Africa. And South Africa can beat Canada. And then now they will progress again. I want them to come back home to protect their job. You know, I don't like, I'm not a happy man. I even played South Africa to score under 0.5 goals, but South Korea, they didn't try for me. But Nathan, I want to ask something from you. Please, I want you to at least be saying some transfer rumors in your sporty breakfast shoes.
Okay, we'll try. The point is that I mean the World Cup is dominating a lot of the attention. So anyway, don't worry, we'll try. But in the news, we actually do mention that. But anyway, on the show, don't worry, we'll mention something.
Okay, no problem.
For you.
You have a nice day.
All right, thank you. All right, 8:30. Let me take one more call and then we can get into our conversation with Coach Kwabena So the man of the people, the people's favorite. All right, let me take this caller to wrap it up and then we'll move on. Hello.
Charlie, Nata,
Yes.
Charlie, shout out to Coach Owade, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charlie, bro, this is why they can be calling back.
Okay.
You see, if I call a big call before this caller call.
Yeah.
You say, why we are against South Africa? We're not against South Africa. It's about what they cost you, the pain that they cost you. That's why we are against them. You see, so everybody has the right to say his feeling. I don't think you have feeling. You have to say your feeling. So somebody told you so this thing, you don't have to come and attack somebody that why are you against them? We have the right to against them. What they do, the pain that they cost me, we have to let them know that what they do to me is very pain. It pain me. You see?
Yeah.
To understand. So it's not about me attacking them without feeling. You know? That's the point, bro.
All right. This is still the Sporty Breakfast. Your comments are welcome on 054 257 1061 054 257 1061. A caller is sneaking through my line. Hello.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning.
My name is Coach Apata.
Your name is what?
Coach Apata.
Okay. No problem. Please go ahead. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Rema Village in Sawam.
Okay, all right. Please go ahead.
I've been trying to get you guys on air before, but it's good. It's too late, but it's good. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I want to do this thing now. Let me put this across. You see, Messi has been pampered from infancy.
Who?
And then Messi.
Lionel Messi.
Yes. He has been pampered from his peak time, got the opportunity, pampered by Barcelona, and then wherever he goes, you want lovely football to be played. You know, Argentina is playing everything possible for Messi to score goals. Look at my boy, Ronaldo. I'm not saying because he's my boy, I'm putting on this thing. But Ronaldo has been suffering alone from each and every match.
Hold on. Ronaldo has been suffering alone.
Alone, trying to do his own thing. Look at his Portugal team. They play individual football with Ronaldo, but in Messi's case, it's a collective idea for Messi to shine.
Wait,
but in the case, no.
Hold on, coach. Let me ask you a question. So how did you come to the conclusion that Portugal play individual football to Ronaldo's detriment? I'm very curious. I want you to explain to me how you came by that conclusion.
Yes, you have a coach that I love so much. He digests everything. Sometimes when I listen to him, I prefer.
Chairman,
hold on.
I asked you a direct question. The question is a very simple, straightforward question. What is the basis of your claim that Portugal play individualistic football to Ronaldo's detriment? I want you to explain. The whole of Ghana is listening to you this morning. So I want you to give us your explanation as to why that happens. Or how you came by that conclusion. We are listening.
Okay, thank you so much. You know, when you look at the tactical aspect of Argentina, and then the technical aspect of Ronaldo in Portugal. Portugal sees Ronaldo as, some of them, let me put it this way, most of the players see Ronaldo as an obstacle on their way.
Most of the players see Ronaldo as an obstacle.
Yes,
and how did you get this info? Did they tell you?
No, you know, that's what I was talking about, that we digest everything. You see, when players behave and they play their football on the field of play, you get the signs, the math, and English out of it. And the science aspect, the chemistry from the beginning of the game, if you look at the tenacity, you look at the exposure of the players that are being played with Ronaldo, and the way they give their passes to each other means that they are excluding Ronaldo at the top.
Okay, so when you watch, no problem. So when you watch Portugal, that is your conclusion, that the players pass the ball amongst themselves and they don't pass the ball to Ronaldo.
When they give the ball to Ronaldo, they make Ronaldo put himself in a very tight corner before giving him that type of pass. Look at the passes that they released to last passes to Messi.
No problem. Question number two.
How easy it is.
Question number two. How many matches did you watch to come to this conclusion that Portuguese players always pass the ball to Ronaldo in a difficult situation? What is your sample size? How many matches did you watch to come to this conclusion?
Yes, I've watched about 5 and 5. So, let me say 10 matches, 5 for Portugal and 5 for Argentina.
Okay.
That is proud to the qualification.
You see,
the World Cup.
We are all coach, take it easy. We are all learning, so I want to understand so that I can easily find those matches and watch again. Can you tell me the 5 matches? I want you to tell me those 5 specific matches so I can go and find and watch for myself and try to understand this hypothesis you are trying to put across. Which matches were they? Can you tell us?
Yes, they are qualification matches to the World Cup and some of the friendly matches.
Yes,
but let me because of the rest of the listeners that are calling.
No, but I've given you time. The rest of the callers, take it easy. The rest of the callers, I'll put them aside. I'm listening to you. You are trying to make a scientific argument. Me, I like science a lot. No problem. So you say that you watched 5 matches. Now, can you tell me the 5 exact matches? The 5 exact matches that you watched, that the Portuguese players put Ronaldo in a difficult situation. The whole of Ghana is listening to you.
Yes, I'll come back to that, but let me just zero into this last first match.
We will come to those matches. You said you had watched 5 matches. I want you to list the 5 matches, so I will go and watch the matches myself.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm listening. Which match was it? I'm listening.
I was doing something. I wasn't ready for the list of the matches I have, but later I'll call you of them to talk. But let me tell you the first matches that have played in the World Cup.
The first match I'm listening.
Their first matches. Look at Ronaldo. When they were playing, the positioning, the pockets, where they fit themselves up front. You see, they play the ball very good from the defense. The transition movement from the midfield get to the wing. You watch, there's only one way that Ronaldo can position himself and get a result for himself. Because one, when they are giving passes, this is the first matches that I'm talking about. Where the first one they drew, Portugal drew 1-1, and Messi scored the hat-trick. Now, look at the type of passes they take when we are from the midfield to attacking zone. Look at how the ball goes. This one is typical. So we can also go back and watch this in all the essence. Then we can deduce from this particular one. I will come back.
No problem. So you still haven't answered question number 2. Question number 2 was a very simple question. You said you had watched 5 matches to prove the point that Portuguese players don't like passing the ball to Cristiano Ronaldo. And even when they pass the ball to him, they pass to him in difficult corners. No problem. I still want you to tell me those particular 5 matches so that I will also
that's what I'm saying.
So no, let's take out the World Cup matches. You said they were qualification matches. So detail those 5 for me. I want to go and watch the matches myself. So what was match number 1?
I'm saying that at the moment I was just in the car listening to you. When I arrived at work, I have to sit 1 and 15. So I can't.
So which means that hold on. So you actually called. You didn't even know the 5 matches, and you are now telling me that.
No, I know the 5 matches. I have, but they are not.
Ghanaians.
I have it, but I can't bring them out.
Look, if anybody tells you that doing this work is easy, tell them that I'm saying they are lying. This work, if you think it is easy, you are lying. Have you seen the kind of callers we have to deal with? Somebody has popped up propounding Cristiano Ronaldo theories. Hey, Ghana people and sports fans. Anyway, Coach Danso, Fidelis, come and play music like some 2 minutes. Oh, Lord have mercy. Hey. Play some minutes, play some music. Let me compose myself. We'll come back. This is the Sporty Breakfast.
Anything sports. This is extraordinary. Unbelievable. Sporty FM Gatia, the voice of sports.
The analysis is centered on Ghana, England. This is it. This is the game. But before I get into the analysis, I would want to
the Sporty Breakfast. Let me welcome Coach Danso. Hold on, let me turn up Coach's man. This one, is this one. Coach, good morning. How are you doing?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. The callers make this show really, really interesting.
Yeah. It's all good.
Who is this person calling the line? We are coming to do discussion. Yay. I don't even know whether I should take this caller. Let's do discussion. Now, before we do anything, let me mention this before we get into anything. It's important. Now, an earlier caller was asking us the various possibilities for Ghana.
Okay.
In terms of the round of 32.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, listeners, let me give you the possibilities involving Ghana. Now, Ghana is in Group L. Now, this is what could happen to Ghana.
Okay.
Now, number 1. If Ghana tops Group L, Ghana will take on the 3rd place team in either Group E, Group H, Group I, Group J, and Group K. Which is if Ghana tops the group. We are taking on the 3rd place team in either, let me find the groups. Okay, they are here. In either group, if Ghana tops the group, we are in what? Group L.
Yes.
Very good. If Ghana tops Group L, we are taking on the third place team in either Group E, Group H, Group I, Group J, and Group K. So which groups are we talking about? Right? We are talking E, H, I, J, and K. So which people are in Group E? Group E is Germany's group. Right? If Ghana tops the group, we are taking on the team that finishes third in Group E. Group E is Germany's group. Group H is Spain's group. Group I is France's group. Group J is Argentina's group. And then Group K is Portugal's group. So that is, if Ghana wins Group L, we are facing the third place team in either Groups E, H, I, J, and K.
Okay.
Now, if Ghana finishes second in Group L, we are taking on the second place team in Group K. Now, which group is Group K? Group K is Portugal's group. If Ghana finishes second, we are taking on the second place team in Portugal's group.
The voice of sport.
Now, that match will be played in Toronto, in Canada. So if Ghana finishes second in Group L, Ghana are going back to Canada. We all know what that means.
Yes, sure.
We all know.
Yeah.
Let me not go there.
And the possibilities for the second place in the Portuguese group is either Portugal or Colombia.
Very good. Either Portugal or Colombia. Portugal are on 4 points.
4 points.
Colombia on 6.
6.
Unless something dramatic happens
Yeah.
and Portugal lose by a heavy margin, and DRC win by a heavy margin, then DRC
will
overtake Portugal into second, because the head-to-head is 1-1.
Yeah.
It will now come to goal difference, goal score, those things. So listeners, pay attention. Now, let me proceed. If Ghana finishes third in Group L, in Group L, we are going to take on the team, or we could be one of 5 teams to take on the first place in Group K. Which group is Group K? That is Portugal's group.
Okay.
So if Ghana finishes third, we could be one of 5 teams to take on the winner of Portugal's group.
Okay.
Why do I say we could be one of 5? Because there are 5 options as listed by FIFA. Now, the third place teams in Group D, Group E, Group I, Group J, and Group L, one of these 5 will take on the winner of Group K.
Oh, okay.
So those are the 3 possible scenarios for the Black Stars. Scenario 1 is the Black Stars win Group L, and they take on the third place team in either Group E, Group H, Group I, Group J, and Group K. That match will be played in Atlanta. So if Ghana qualifies as group winners, we go to Atlanta. Right?
Yeah.
We go to Atlanta. That one is set. If we finish second, we are going to Canada. Canada. If we finish second, we are going to Canada.
And we know with that it will be very difficult to get
the party issue. Now, if Ghana finishes third in Group L, we'll be one of 5 countries to take on the winner of Group K. One of 5 countries to take on the winner in Group K.
And the venue? That
game is in Kansas City in the US. So, of Ghana's 3 possible paths in the round of 32, 2 of them are in the US. 1 in Canada. So and that one in Canada is very clear. If Ghana finishes second, we are going to Canada.
Wow.
That is something for all of us to
So if we want to stay in the US, it's either first or third. Second straight to Canada. Wow.
So that is something for all of us to chew on.
Yeah.
Coach, good morning once again.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome. It's nice to have you here.
Yeah, thank you.
You are still getting a lot of love from listeners, which is wonderful. We appreciate your work. We appreciate the love from the listeners. This morning, what are we looking at?
So this morning, we are going to look at the Brazil against Scotland game. There's a lot of things from that game. So we are going to focus on Brazil against Scotland. But before that, I would like to explain some two distinct philosophies in terms of in-possession play in football.
Okay.
Because Brazil have started using a combination of the two of them. So I would want to explain these philosophies before we get into the tactical analysis, Brazil against Scotland.
Okay.
Now, Nathan, in football, in possession, once you have the ball, there are two distinct philosophies. We have positionism.
This is
Positionism. Yes, the English call it positional play. The Spanish call it juego de posición.
Juego de posición.
posición.
So literally, juego de posición, if you did your basic Spanish, it means game of positions.
Yes.
That's what basically a literal
of positions.
game of positions. That's what it means in Spanish.
Yes.
Game of positions.
Yes.
But yeah.
And then we have relationism.
Okay.
Relationism that deals with relationships, relational play, and it forms part of the jogo funcional in Brazil. The jogo funcional, the functional play.
Functional play.
So
Jogo funcional.
once you have the ball, you are attacking with either of these two philosophies. Either you are using the positionism, the positional play, or you are using the relationism. Now with positional play, Nathan, it's an in-possession tactical philosophy that prioritizes spatial control and structure.
Okay.
So in this, players are assigned to specific zones on the pitch, and you must maintain your positional discipline. The positional discipline, very important.
Okay.
So on our tactical board, if we are playing with positionism, juego de posición, it means that players will be given, specific areas on the field, and you must maintain your position. So if you are a winger, you must always be wide. If the other winger must also always be wide. Now this will act as interior midfielders, and you must all the time occupy the half spaces. You are the number 6. You must all of the time be, in between your center back. So you cannot move this way to leave this space. All the time you must be in between your center backs. That is positionism. Players must stick to their positions on the field. Now with positionism, it came from the Cruyffismo philosophy.
Okay. Johan Cruyff.
Johan Cruyff.
Okay.
So most of the coaches who are, who uses this type of in-possession philosophy are coaches who believe in Johan Cruyff and how he used, his Cruyffismo philosophy to explain football.
Okay.
So now, in modern football, we have Pep Guardiola. And we know Pep Guardiola to be, a proponent of positional play.
Pep was coached by Cruyff.
Johan Cruyff.
So
we have Luis Enrique.
Yes.
You see the difference between Luis Enrique's game and Pep Guardiola's game. Both of them uses the positional play, but Enrique has added a lot of movement to his game. Pep's game is more static than Enrique's game, and explains why it has become very difficult to stop PSG. Because when Pep brought, when Pep decided to go for the positional play, at that time with his early days at Barcelona, it was difficult to stop Barca until people found the antidote to stop them. Now Enrique using the same Cruyffismo philosophy, the positionism, but he has added a lot of movement, and it has become very, very difficult to stop Enrique. They are now trying to decode it and know how to stop it.
At least a very interesting point that you make. Kelvin Owusu-Ansah is here today. He's the only student in the class in addition to me. My class, Ibredu, is not in class today, so -5 on the IA. And then Fidelis is also here. Coach's TA is also here. You are right about PSG and this thing about, you mentioned movement.
Yeah.
You see that in their game. The rotations. Players are always moving.
Always.
Occupying different positions. Okay.
Always. All the time they are doing it. And you see in football there's difference between movement and rotations. PSG combines the two of them. You see, that is why it is difficult to stop them. Movement, assuming this is the number 11, you've been given this area as your position on the field. So this is movement. And this is rotation. You will come to a different area and this player will occupy your space. So it means that once this player is here, he must, do the movement within.
He must do your previous
job for you, and you must do his job for him. So that is the difference between the rotation and then the movement. So at this World Cup, there are coaches, there are countries who are using the positionism in different ways. So for Spain, Luis de la Fuente is a proponent of the positionism. For England, Thomas Tuchel is a student of positionism. For Germany, Julian Nagelsmann uses positional play. So that is it for the positional play. So in positional play, Nathan, the core principles, the first one is a rigid system.
A rigid
grade system. Rigid grade system. So we've given you the grades of the field. You must play here, you must play there, you must play there. When you go to coaches who are proponents of positional play, their field is not like this. They've demarcated it. Pep Guardiola demarcates his football field in 20 different zones. 20 zones. Normally, most coaches do it in 18 zones, but Pep Guardiola does it in 20 different zones. And let me try to, give us the zones on the field of play. So, as the last time we did it,
yes,
these are the 5, vertical zones, and then the thirds: defensive third, midfield third, attacking
third.
So, if we are to count these.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is 20, I think. Yeah, if I draw another line across the 18-yard line, it will give me 5 boxes on top, 4 at the bottom. So that makes 20, right? 1, 2. I think it would be like 25 or whatever. But I think I get it.
So this is it. So once you are playing positionism, positional play.
Okay.
So with positional play, the coach will tell you, as the winger here, you are not supposed to come here. This is the house piece, and this area is for the interior midfielder.
So number 8, number 10.
This is their area. So this is your area. So you can move here, only here. The number 8 or the interior midfielder, you move here. The center forward, you move here. The other, interior midfielder, and then the winger. But Luis Enrique has added a lot of rotations. So at times the player here will come here and move here, so that you will come here or you go to a different place and do the work there. So this is it with the, the grade system, a rigid grade system in positional play. Again, one of the things in positional play is that most of the time it focuses on creating the free man. Most of the time it focuses on creating the free man. And in football, the free man, we all know the free man. So it focuses a lot on creating the free man. The free man is the opponent will come and press us. It means that they've left one player, because before he decided to press you, he left a player before coming to press you.
Okay.
So that player that he left is the free man. So that is it. Again, positionism. It gives you, premeditated patterns. So it's a pattern that we've taught you at the training grounds. So you know that if you get to the byline, you give a card back. If you get to this place, you do that. If you get to that place, you do this. So that is the patterns, and then it gives you the total game control.
Okay.
So most of the teams that uses positional play, this is how they play. And now there is relationism, relational play. Most of the time, or with relational play, it came from South America.
Okay.
Brazil, Argentina. These were the countries that used relational play.
Okay.
Their play wasn't premeditated patterns. No.
You play on the fly. It depends on your creativity.
It depends. So it depends a lot on relationships on the field.
Yeah.
On-field team chemistry. On individual connections. The connections amongst the players. So if you are to go back to the Argentine team and the Maradonas who won the World Cup, the Brazilian teams, you could see those on-field connections, not players stuck into static positions.
Yeah,
no,
it's true. Yeah.
So they uses the relationism, and most of the time the Europeans were also using the positionism, especially the Dutch football and then Spanish football. So that is it between the relationism and the positionism. Now with relationism, there are also core principles. They use what we call the anchors and then the floaters. So you have anchors. those are players who are not going to move. Maybe 3 or 4. Those will also form your, rest defense structure. And then we have the floaters. So for the floaters, everywhere you can go.
They move about.
They move everywhere you can go. So it creates a lot of overloads whenever you are using relationism. And again, one of the principles is the tabela. Now, if you go to Brazil, they have this term that they call tabela. Tabela simply means 1-2. That is why we call the war pass, the 1-2 passes. Teams using relational play, relationism, uses tabela a lot. Again, they uses escandinha. The escandinha means little staircase. Now this is escandinha. Little staircase.
Yes, little staircase.
So they arrange themselves in, a diagonal way, looking for 3rd man runs, 4th man runs. So assuming this number 3 wants to give the ball to this player in this space, but there are opponents here. So it means that it will be very difficult to give, a direct pass. So what he will do is that he will give the ball to a different player in between.
Yes.
You see,
while somebody makes the run.
Then you give the ball to him. So that is it for the relationism. Now, looking at Brazil, under the Don Carlo Ancelotti, a lot of people were, asking, is he going to use the relationism or positionism for Brazil? Because, as I explained, most of the Europeans, especially at this World Cup, will go for the positional play. But for Argentina, for Brazil, this is the relational play. The chemistry between their players on the field of play. And it was the reason Argentina won the last World Cup. They played with that. At this World Cup, they are, continue from where they ended. So they are using their relationism to play. But for Brazil, after analyzing their 3 group stage games, I've seen something from the Don Carlo Ancelotti. He is neither going fully for positional play or for relational play. No. He has decided to pick some aspects of positionism, some aspects of relationism, and he has, embedded them together, and he is using it. Now, in yesterday's game, and in most of their games, Brazil will start with a 4-3-3 formation. So, just as yesterday they did, let me use that one as this example. So, 4-3-3. But in possession, Brazil do not use this 4-3-3. In possession, they use the 4-1-2-1-2 or the 4-4-2 diamond.
Okay.
So 4-4-2 diamond. So this is the back 4. Now this is the shape of the diamond. One number 6.
The number 8 on this side.
The number 10 on this side.
10,
and the number 9 drops to form the diamond. This winger comes inside. That winger comes inside. So we have a 4-4-2 diamond.
Yeah.
But the front 2 is the 2 wingers for Brazil. Once they have this, so this is a shape. In positional play, you have to play with a shape. This is a shape. But once they have this, he gives them a lot of freedom on the field. And that is an aspect of relationism. So he has embedded the 2. Positional play, relational play, and then his Brazilian teams are, they are thriving. Now let's look at how they set up yesterday against Scotland. So, Nathan, this is it. A 4-4-2 diamond. So this is their back 4. This is the diamond midfield of Brazil.
I see a player at the base of the diamond.
Yes.
I see Paquetá on this side.
Bruno Guimaraes.
That's Mateus Cunha.
Yes, the number 9. And these are the
Rafinha
wingers.
and
the wingers.
Vini Jr.
Yeah.
Who are supposed to be wingers.
They are supposed to be wide. In this game, he started with Ryan and then Vini Jr.
Yes, Ryan.
They should be wide because they are wingers, but they are playing inside. And let's look at the positions that they took. You see, I'll let me give you the next image and then let's analyze the positions that they took. So this is it. Now looking at this, the importance is that once the number 9, in this instance, Mateus Cunha, drops inside. Now it means that 1, 2, 3, 4, the back 4, they are intact. But it gives room for the wingers to make those runs. Why? Because the number 9 has, dropped a little deeper to join the midfield three and form a 4-1-2-1-2 diamond shape. So that is it for Brazil. So if we are analyzing the personnel in the 4-4-2 diamond, now this is it. So they have their back four, Casemiro as the base, Bruno Guimaraes, Lucas Paqueta, Matheus Cunha, Vini Jr, Ryan. Now let's look at the positions of Vini and then Ryan. Vini is in between, the fullback and then the center back. Ryan, the same thing, in between the center back and then the fullback. So they are there purposely to pin the back four of Scotland. So although there are only 2 players, but their positioning means that they have pinned the back four of the opponent. And with this, Brazil can play. But with this, you see, it will be very difficult to get the ball to Vini and then Ryan. And that is why they must use the tabela or the Scandia.
The little steps.
So this is it. Yes. Now to be able to progress the ball, they must use this. So have you seen it? Ultimately, the player going to receive this ball is this guy, the red guy. But he's not part of the play. So they'll use, this is a 4th-man run. The ball comes here. You touch back. Then the 3rd-man pass, the 4th-man run. Then you try to attack from there. So this is it. And this is how Brazil decided to play. So most of the time, the weight in the Brazilian team was, provided by their fullbacks in Douglas and then Danilo. Why? Because the wingers have tapped inside with Ryan and then Vini Jr. So that is how the Brazilians played the game yesterday. Now, what about out of possession? When they did not have the ball, what was their shape? How did the Brazilians defend yesterday against Scotland? Now, Nathan, they used 2, ways to defend. Now, they had a high pressing structure and then a mid block or a low block, structure. Now, in the high press, this was how the Brazilians did it. And yesterday, one of the ways that they scored was from their high pressing structure. Now, in the high press, Brazil opted for a man-to-man pressing structure. Normally for Brazil, they do not go for the man-to-man because they don't have players who are willing to press. Especially without Rafinha, it will be very difficult for Brazil to commit in a man-to-man to press. Because with that, you need a front 2, a front 3 who will start the press before the other players, try to follow up and go with the man-to-man. But yesterday, Brazil showed that even without Rafinha, they can do the man-to-man press. And this was their high pressing structure. So if you could see here, this player will, take care of this player. And then this centre-back, Gabi Magalhaes, will take care of this. So almost all the players, they were not free. Almost all of them, they were not free. Each and every one of them had players they were man-marking. Now, there's one aspect that I do not understand from this, Scottish player. And the pass he decided to play. Because with this, clearly you could have seen that Brazil are going for a man-to-man. So it'll be very difficult to play the ball inside. And that is why I've made this a red arrow. It means that once the ball is coming inside, it'll be very difficult because this player is tightly marked. So the best thing to do is to take the ball to the left side because at the left side, you had a free man there. But he decided to still come inside, and Ryan was able to intercept this ball for Vini Jr, who scored. So the high pressing of Brazil worked for them, especially in the first goal they scored. Again, in the same game, Vinicius Jr also did a high pressing, won the ball, scored, but eventually there was a foul in the build-up. So the referee, did not allow that goal to stand. But in analysis, you are going to add that it was as a result of the high pressing that chance came. So it is a positive for Team Brazil. Now, aside high pressing, how did they defend? Now, they defended in a low block and a mid block. Now, this is the mid block of Brazil. So without the ball, 4-4-2 mid block. Now, this midfield 4 is not diamond, because they use the diamond in possession. This is out of possession, so it was a flat midfield 4. So 4-4-2 mid-block because of where they are. They are in the middle. So 4-4-2 mid-block. What about in a low block situation? The same 4-4-2. 4-4-2, but this time this is a low block. So that was how the Brazilians defended yesterday. Without the ball, it was a 4-4-2 mid block in the middle, 4-4-2 low block, and they often use the high pressing in the opposition half or in the attacking third. But with the ball, they combined the two in possession philosophies, positionism and relationism. Interesting take. Interesting perspective from Coach Kwabena Danso. He's a CAF licensee coach and a video analyst. Time check is 9 minutes after 9. You can still send in your comments 054-257-1061. Let me bring in Kelvin Owusu answer. Kelvin, did you think Scotland would pose a problem to Brazil before we proceed with Coach?
Well,
handle the rest.
I never expected anything like that. But the goal margin is my problem. You know, the goal margin. The margin was just too big, especially looking at that. 3. You know, I just wasn't expecting. I was expecting Scotland to at least, put in a fight. Especially when you needed 1 point to just augment your position in qualifying to the next stage of the competition. It was quite disturbing. I'm sure I'll be coming back to Coach. I would want to ask him one thing, because the first game that Brazil played, they weren't too comfortable in that midfield. And then what has changed going forward? And I felt Fabinho was giving them much more fluidity in that game against Morocco, in a much more, difficult midfield to face. But he did not keep faith in him. He's still
they benched him.
He's still stuck with Casemiro. And then playing with the likes of Paquetá and then Guimaraes in there. Why is Ancelotti sticking with these men when we think that Fabinho gives them a bit more fluidity with the style of football that everyone wants to see with Brazil?
Now the difference lies in the system he played in the first game and the one that he used in the game yesterday. So, Kelvin, in the first game, Brazil used the 4-4-2 diamond to progress the ball.
Okay.
They did not use that one. And as a result, they needed a number 6 who would give them that stability. But in yesterday's game, with the 4-4-2 diamond, already you have 4 midfielders. They were playing so narrow. They were playing so central. So with that, they had numbers in the center of the field to press, to win the ball, to do the quick combination passing. And that is why they did not necessarily need Fabinho in yesterday's game, but rather Casemiro, because he forms the base of their 4-4-2 diamond.
Wow.
Yes. So it's a diamond shape. The diamond shape really helped them. Now in the game, Kevin, let's look at this. This is the pass map or the classes of all the passes in the game.
Okay.
Now there's an old Scottish saying. They say that the center of the pitch is like a lava. Old Scottish saying. The Scottish people, they will tell you that the center of the pitch is like a lava. Now in science, we know a lava, a hot molten rock that erupts from a volcano onto the Earth's surface. Now in science, we'll tell you that with a lava, it has, a temperature of around 800 degrees Celsius to 1,200 degrees Celsius. So it means that lava is very, 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 very hot. And there's an old Scottish saying that the center of the football pitch is like a lava. So it means that they think the center of the pitch is too hot and that they do not want to step into that area. Now, this is the pass map for Scotland. This is the pass map for Brazil. If you look at the center of the pitch, clearly the Scottish did not really focus on the center of the pitch. But for Brazil, there were a lot of numbers in the center of the pitch. As I said, in Scotland, they will tell you that the center of the pitch is like a lava. It is too hot. So they would always want to progress on the wider areas, on the sides. But for Brazil, they have the technical quality, they have the ability to play through the center of the pitch. So as Scotland was avoiding the central areas, Brazil were using the central areas, and what really held the Brazilians was their 4-1-2-1-2 or 4-4-2 diamond formation. They had a lot of central numbers to progress up the field, and that was what they did, and it really helped them to get their victory.
Well, I think that also adds up to why he's sticking with those players, Guimaraes, Paqueta, because they are more direct and we always want to go through the middle.
And using the tabella, using the Escandia, they can progress up the field easily. And these are things that Brazilian football, they will teach you. So most of these players, they know it. They have those basics already. Okay. And yesterday, it worked for them in their games. The only thing about this Brazilian team that still I'm not convinced is their rest defense structure. Because even with the 4-4-2 diamond, it means that the fullbacks are supposed to provide the weight for the team, because the wingers are coming to play as inside forwards. Now, if the number 2 and then the number 3 moves up the field, it means that at the back you are left with your number 4 and then the number 5. Yeah. And to some extent, the base of the diamond midfield, which is Casemiro. So you'll be left with only 3 players: Marquinhos, Gabi Magalhaes, and then Casemiro in front of them. So with this 2-1 rest defense structure against very good opponents, teams who are very good in transition, I think they are going to punish you. Yes, they have a very good goalkeeper in Alisson, but with only 2-1 base as your rest defense structure, you are going to get punished. And that is the only, negative that I have with this Brazilian structure. Other than that, combining positionism and relationism is good for the Brazilian side.
For this Brazilian team. Well, so that was the cluster of the passing attempts for that is the Scotland Brazil game. It was quite an interesting game. Michael Asariwedu is here, and I'm sure he will also have his quick thoughts. But let's say the Black Stars World Cup journey continues, and Sporty FM, every single time we are delighted with the support and love you guys have shown to us so far. Once more, join us on Saturday, the 27th of June 2026. Let's cheer on Ghana in the final group stage encounter with Croatia. It's just this Saturday. Why do you want to stay at home and watch when you can come and share the passion with like-minded fans? Yes, if ask Asariwedu the way he enjoyed himself at Lamagdan. If you want to enjoy like him, you need to be present. Experience the electrifying atmosphere, giant screens, live entertainment, and expert analysis at our official viewing centers. So we have 2 viewing centers this weekend at the Athletic Oval at the University of Ghana. Big one in there. And then also Coca-Cola Good Park. Yes, that is also going to be another exciting one. So just get ready, prepare, and come in your favorite jersey or bring your Ghana flags along. Let's make history at the world's biggest football competition with Ghana's biggest and only sports radio station, Sporty FM, the voice of sport. Well, like we've told you, the World Cup is still on with us. Your Sporty 106.1 FM in Accra, 91.3 FM in Kumasi, 102.5 FM in Takrady. We are bringing the game closer to you more than ever. This is the biggest football festival on the planet. FIFA World Cup 2026. Thrilling World Cup coverage, expert analysis, exciting giveaways, and unforgettable viewing parties. You can have them nowhere else other than Sporty FM, your favorite radio station. Well, don't forget that you are cheering for Ghana and your favorite international team. You can also enjoy the beautiful game only on Sporty FM. This World Cup experience, which is very much exciting, is proudly brought to you by our value partners, Coca-Cola, Feel It All, Pepsi, and Do the Two, Brush Day and Night. You know, this World Cup, we are eating late, we are enjoying snacks to watch football. As late as, 2 a.m., we are still up watching football. So you want to take some snacks. When you do that, you need to brush just after that. And when you sleep and wake up in the morning, you do that. If you are going to sleep early, but you watch a late game like we did from 10 to 12 with the Brazil game, you need to brush quickly after. And that is what Pepsodent is telling you. Do the two, brush day and night. Club here, cheers to our Charlie. Didi Jollof, Didi Nasambre, being very quality food. Tasty jollof, fried rice with well-grilled or fried chicken and chicken wings for you. Handy Farms, more than a farm. Ghana's man were elevated from farm to table in the European Union, supporting community engagement and youth participation through sports. Don't miss any of our viewing parties. And I've told you, this Saturday, 7th of June, Ghana playing against Croatia at Atletico University of Ghana. You can come and watch the game with us there. And also at Good Park, proudly brought to you by the Coca-Cola Fan Village, you can also join us and enjoy the game. Michael Osaribuedu is there. Michael, interesting taste. Coach has gone deeper into it, but, your thoughts from the games from yesterday.
Well, I think that there are tournaments where players own up and become leaders of their teams. And you are clearly seeing that in Vinicius Jr. and the Brazilian side. It is not just about the goals he scored. He has 4 goals in 3 matches. He's won Man of the Match awards in all 3 games that Brazil have played so far at the group stage. It is how he commands or the authority he wields, especially among the forward players. Initially, it looks like he was going to share that with Rafinha.
Yeah.
Then Rafinha got injured. Unfortunately, he cannot continue with them for this short period. We don't know when he will recover and when he will be available for Brazil again. But it looks like Vini has taken the mantle on and then he's delivering. He's giving them what they want, goals and also top performances. And I think it is crucial for Brazil. If you look at the team that Ancelotti has built, it is not stacked with central creativity. Almost all their midfielders are players who we know for mechanical work or efficiency, hard work. They will pass 1 or 2, but none of them can be as creative from central areas when they have to pass the ball. It looks like the options are a bit limited. You look at Lucas Paqueta, he can do a job, but not maybe to the highest level.
Yeah.
Neymar, when he's fully fit, then he can compensate for that. So I think that for Vini to stand out and deliver in such a manner, it is very positive. In their first game against Morocco, it was a game that Brazil were literally out. Due to his individual brilliance, he worked a way for Brazil to get back into the game. He continued from there in their second game against Haiti, and then in the third game against Scotland, he backed a brace, and then he's delivered some assists as well. So I think he's as important to the Brazil team as Lionel Messi is to Argentina. Yes, and if Brazil will have any serious impact in this competition, which is to travel further and possibly win it, I think Vinny Jr. will be central in there. But again, it exposes one angle that we often forget about: relationship.
Yeah.
I think that Vinny is able to do what he's doing, or he's thriving with Brazil, because of Ancelotti.
Yeah.
The relationship that exists between the two. The coach understands the player trusts the coach, and so is able to commit and do exactly as is expected of him. And I think that knowledge of the two, or that working experience due to their stint at Real Madrid, it has helped Ancelotti to platform his attack on Vinny Jr. and get the best out of him. 95 goals that Vinny has produced under Carlo Ancelotti. I don't think there are only like 4 players who are ahead of him, the likes of Ronaldo. And so it points towards one thing. I think what Ancelotti has done is not to overly complicate things in attack. Don't work out a lot of schemes.
Yeah.
Don't work out a lot of patterns. Just focused on the basic and look out for players that you trust, you can work with. And I think it has worked with the Vinny Jr. experience so far. But my issue with Ancelotti has to do with his usage of Endrick. No disrespect or disregard for whatever Matheus Cunha is doing. But I would also want to start Endrick as a right winger in place of Ryan. Yes, I love Ryan for his work rate, what he's able to do. I don't know if coach start on that. How he's able to contribute to the team offensively or defensively. But I think Brazil always need players who work magic for them. And I don't know, Endrick has that thing in him. But for strange reasons, Ancelotti refuses to use him for longer periods. And I don't think it helps Brazil eventually, because when it's just Vinny, it becomes a Vinny Jr. thing. If he stopped, Brazil are in trouble. So how about you try different variations, like you tried with Igor Thiago in the first game? It did not work. You tried Matheus Cunha from the second game, and it has paid off. In every game that Cunha has started for Brazil now, he's delivered. So it means that Ancelotti's choices
might not necessarily be ideal. There are times where he needs to ring in changes. And see, I think Endrick is a player who can contribute more to this Brazilian team than just being a bench option. And Ancelotti will need to factor that into being. I don't know if it is up to the stage where he does not really fancy him that much and will only give him some few minutes to come and prove himself. If he really trusts that Endrick has that star power. We've seen young players stand out for their teams in this tournament. What's that Swiss boy's name? Manzambi.
Yeah, Joan Manzambi.
Exactly. He was thrown into the mix.
Yeah.
And look at what he's done. In their last 2 games, he has proven an instrumental figure.
Yeah.
You get it? Again, Ayub Boadi for Morocco. He's not played a lot of games for them, but the moment he stepped in, everybody saw the quality that he used. Then it helped Morocco to achieve whatever that they had to achieve. So I think Endrick has some specialty in him. He has this thing around him that I think Brazil can tap into, and it will not make them a one-man team as in a Vinicius Jr. Brazilian side. Anytime Brazil has won the World Cup or dominated, they have not just had one star player. It is mostly exactly a blend of other attacking players. The last time they won the World Cup was in 2002. There was Ronaldo, there was Ronaldinho, and then most importantly, there was Rivaldo. These 3 players weaved magic for Brazil, but they were supported by the others. It is the same for this team. If it is just Vini, Brazil becomes easy to stop, and I think they need to find ways how to bring the best out of players who are bench options. I think Endrick should be starting for this Brazilian team, and that will form the earlier part of what I want to say. Again, I think Canada has let slip an advantage or an opportunity to enjoy the home fans, and we might downplay this, but in major tournaments like this, first of all, congratulations to Canada. It's the first time that they are making it to this stage of a FIFA World Cup competition, and so kudos to them. But I think that everything that has revolved around where they've got into in this competition also owes to their home advantage. When they play at home, they enjoy the home fans, and it brings them added energy. The fans will act like the 12th man, and then they will spur the players on. And without the home advantage in their next game, it kinds of take that thing away from them, and they become so ordinary.
They're playing against South Africa.
Exactly. It becomes so ordinary. So I think, yes, if you look at it on paper, you might think South Africa don't stand a chance. But the real truth is, if you take away that home advantage, Canada is, quote and unquote, as ordinary as the South African team. And it's open. It's 50-50 now. If you look at how South Africa has grown into the tournament, from the first game against Mexico, it was always difficult. And the path to making it in the World Cup, it is not a straight jacket. It is not a one-way thing. Ghana started with the easiest opponent in the group. We recorded a win. And then we built on that in terms of confidence and belief. And they were able to get that result against England. South Africa started against the most difficult opponent in their group. They learned lessons, corrected them, and improved in subsequent matches. So it is not like if you start against the weaker teams, it helps you. South Africa has learned how to be resilient and then bounce back in difficult moments. And it is that mentality that is pushing them. Yesterday, I think the South Koreans underestimated them. And that's why I think that they seem to be growing. If it's a chart, you will see that South Africa is progressing upward. That is what makes it difficult for Canada. No home advantage. And then you have to play against a team that is now brimming with belief. Knowing that against all odds, they can pull fire out of they can pull the chestnut out of the fire and then work something. So I think that game is a 50-50 thing. And maybe it will not just be South Africa qualifying out of their group for the first time, but embarking of one of the runs that the Africans will be proud of in terms of the African representatives that were present at the World Cup 2026. I am so happy for them. Without arguably their best player, Teboho Mokoena, they had Sitole and the others slot in and do a wonderful job for them. And it was all about belief. South Korea, by the time that they realized, I think they were trying to play it safe, not be overly in a position where they are risking it that much. And I think they were shocked by the South Africans, and kudos to them. And again, the inspirational aspect in here is that A lot of people can hate you, but if you believe in your goal and you push for it, you can still get it.
Exactly.
It looks like almost every African wanted South Africa out.
Yes.
And it was their prayer. It wasn't just a wish.
It was a prayer.
Against all, South Africa held their own, and then they did what they were supposed to do. So kudos to them. I am happy they've qualified, albeit their own issue. I think that we should not mingle football with everything that is happening around South Africa. It's unfortunate, but it should not lead us to develop. Yeah, I understand it's all for the banter and all stuff, but if in reality we are hating the South African team because of what is happening there, I don't think it is fair. And I think that they deserve to be where they are. They've worked hard. They've proved something. Another ideology that you can also rely on your local talent and push forward. Oftentimes it was used as an excuse to discredit them as to why they were not making it in major competitions. And if they've been able to qualify, then it should highlight the fact that you can also rest on your local talent, push them to achieve what you are getting. So again, every development that has happened around this World Cup points towards one thing. Football is not one-dimensional. Yes. This approach and that approach works. If you go left, it's okay. If you go right, it is okay. And that leads me to the last one. That talk sport...
The drive by the bus.
Andy Jacobs.
Andy Jacobs, okay, all right.
And he says that they should block, or FIFA should ban low block football. Come on.
It's not correct.
Come on.
When they were enjoying it this season with Arteta and Arsenal.
Yeah.
When they enjoyed it with Jose Mourinho and his teams.
No, I don't get it. It's not even enjoying it with Arteta. You see, coach, you explain to me, when you go for these coaching courses, is there one style that your tutors or your instructors say that this is the best way to go about it?
Oh, no. You see, in football, as we said, a lot of things works in football. So there's no one style that this is the style to use. No. So you use what best suits you with reference to the kind of players that you have.
Exactly.
You're good to go.
And my understanding of football is that it is a microcosm of life. Everything that happens in football happens in life. The fact that Kelvin approaches things this way and is able to succeed does not mean it is the only way.
Yeah. Yes.
I can equally find my way around things and then get the best out of it. Yeah. And if you think Ghana defending in a low block against England means it's quote unquote haram for football and it does not help the game to grow or develop, come on. That just exposes a certain ignorance about how broad football is. And it paints a certain picture, a false sense of grandeur that the style of England is the best. And if you don't do it, then it means that you are anti-football. Come on, these guys will need to really refresh themselves about how the game has advanced so far. If everybody wants to play like England does, trust me, football will not be as interesting as we see it.
Yeah.
Every sport in the world, there is always a certain style versus another style, clash of styles. Then it helps us to learn, understand, and appreciate it. Catanaccio started way back. And it won Inter Milan trophies. It's won a lot of team trophies. Along the line, teams have had to modify it. Mourinho came with his own pack the bus. I don't think what Ghana did was basically just defend. It was a strategy, it was a plan. And that created attacking sequences for the Ghana team.
Yeah.
And there have been other English who have been honest enough to admit that Ghana could have even had a penalty against England.
Yeah.
So what's the point? Trust me, these guys, some of them will need to refresh themselves. It's so unfortunate when such comments come from them. But I'm not surprised though, because a whole UEFA president said that some countries don't deserve to play at the World Cup. So how much less?
Maybe we should leave of the European teams out. They shouldn't come. Czechia and the likes. They shouldn't come again to the tournament.
Exactly.
Turkey.
Turkey are here to score a goal, right?
They won't even
just
qualify.
1 point.
They won't qualify. They shouldn't even. They don't have a point.
Czechia. No, they do one. Turkey, they've not even scored a goal.
Yes. Yeah.
No goal scored over 60 shots.
And they come and sit and say all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Oh, the spiritual guru is ready.
Yeah, let's quickly get on the line and then get to Info Nyamado. Raymond, problem child. Problem child, how are you? Oh. Well, let's see. Yes, the problem. Hello, Raymond. It's quite unfortunate. Raymond, wait. We'll get you on there. Hello.
Yeah, Kelvin, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Problem
Very
child.
well, very
You
well,
nearly
very
caused problem this morning too.
The spirits were interfering with the lines.
but Kelvin, before I start, before I say anything, what Michael is describing as being our style of play, and what Otto described as his style of play, what's the difference?
What is the difference?
Yeah, because
Maybe
Otto said,
Coach Kwabena also can help
Otto-
us.
no, wait. Otto said when he's confronted with rice, you use fork. When he has soup, you use spoon. And when he has, he gave us his own
Yes,
explanation.
so he said it,
And
but he
that's
did
exactly
not execute it.
That's exactly what Kelvin has explained.
Michael has explained, yes. But Otto said it, but he did not execute it. It was the same thing all over and all over again.
Oh.
When he was giving rice, he used fork. When he was giving soup, he used fork. How would that work?
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Then he said 5-1. Friendly, no.
Then I understand.
Dale, what's the latest? Hope everything is fine. And what's the latest news? We know that, yes, a number of things happening. People are still thinking about, Atizigi, other players in camp like Kwabnedu. We saw a video of Dr. Pambo pressing his foot and, he was trying to avoid being treated properly, but Dr. Pambo realized that there is a problem and all that. So, what is the latest with the Black Stars at the moment?
So we know yesterday the players had their recovery training session, and almost every player came out in high spirits. You can tell that the win has actually I call it a win because it was a draw that felt like a win. It obviously felt like a win for them, and they came out in very high spirits, very excited. It seems the momentum is with them, and they did a bit of shakedown, got back, and then later in the evening, they had another session. I mean, it's been cool vibes at the moment. I'm sure today, God willing, this morning, they'll start the real work as they prepare for the game against Croatia. On the injury front, I think Edu Kwabena did have an injury. I think for most parts of that game, he didn't look very comfortable. He kept limping, but I think the coach did not want to effect a substitution quite early on in that game. So he left it late before he took him off. He is currently receiving a bit of attention. I don't know if he'll be ready for the next game, but we'll see if he joins the entire group for the next training session. For Atizigi, now the decision was not to risk him for that game against England. Now, you look at the performance against England, Asari's performance against England, and I am sure that the coaches might stick to Benjamin Asari, even if Atizigi gets close to 90 or 95%. I think that he might be ready for the Croatia game, but for momentum's sake and looking at where the team has reached, I am sure the coaches or the handlers would want to just give it some more time. Maybe if the Black Stars make it to the next round of the competition, which is a matter of when rather than if, I think that he might possibly be in post if we get to the knockout stage. But I think the next game against Croatia, it's very likely that the team will want to see Atizigi, heal a bit more and then be ready for that for that game. But we'll see. It's early days yet, and we'll see how he fares training with the entire group, doing a bit more physical stuff. We'll see if he can be able to withstand that. So at the moment, it's all come in the team camp, and players are going about their duties, going about their stuff, very excited and high spirit and confident, looking forward to their next game against Croatia.
Well, yes, getting ready for it. But what's the plan like? We know that, yes, moved to Boston for the other game, now to Philadelphia for the final game against Croatia. What is the movement like? What is the plan like for the fans especially?
Well, I know that the team obviously would have to do a short trip to Philly for that game. Now, Kelvin, I am yet to confirm exactly what time the team will be moving from Rhode Island. I'm yet to confirm exactly what time they would move, but it won't be. I'm sure it won't. It has to be today
match day -2. It possibly has to be today, but I don't know exactly what time they would move, because tomorrow being Friday, they would have to use the facility in Philly, do all their press conference stuff and all. So that's what would happen there. Okay, but I don't know exactly what time they are moving, whether they are moving this morning or they are moving later in the day. I'm not too sure. Once I get confirmation on that, I would let you know. But then again, with the fans, I know the fans might move on Saturday morning for the game.
Okay.
So they would move from Boston. They'll move from Boston to Philadelphia.
And how long is that trip?
Saturday.
How long will that trip be?
I think it's top 6 hours. Yeah, top 6 hours.
Okay.
So it's a 6-hour trip. Yeah, to Philly by bus. So let me put it that way.
No.
For the Stars, of course, they are definitely going to fly in. So, by bus, it's going to be quite a long trip. It's half day. So, we'll see how things go. But of course, the fans will be present at the match venue to a lot of support. And of course, there are a lot of Ghanaians in Philly. If you look at the number of Ghanaians who have turned up for this tournament, you can tell that even the diaspora has very good numbers to fill the stands and create a good vibe for the Stars in that particular game. So, but I'll keep you up to speed with regards to the movement of the team and the fans in our next conversation.
Well, I know that every team forecasts, even though you are thinking about the game against Croatia, you obviously think about the position of Ghana after the group stages, which would have an impact on where you stay to play the rest of your games. And if we stay in USA, many will be happy because Thomas Partey wouldn't have any issues. But if we finish, I think if we finish, is it second in our group, it means that we are moving out to go and play in Canada. Now, do you have any idea? Do you have any intel on whether the FA is trying to still get, documentation for Thomas Partey to Canada, or after that appeal, that seems to be the end of Partey's, opportunity to play in Canada should the team move there?
I know as at the last time the decision came out, the court ruling, the one that closed the door on his appearance in that game against Panama, I know from reliable sources that conversations were still ongoing. Okay. Of course, the team envisaged the potential, move to Toronto at a point in time in the competition. And so conversations were still ongoing since then. I don't know exactly where they've got into now. Obviously, they were not going to go the legal route again, but conversations were going on the diplomatic front to see if something could be done or something could change. And so we may just have to wait and see how far we've gone with that. But that said, if we have to play in Toronto, definitely, if nothing changes, from all the high-level discussions that are going on behind the scenes, if nothing changes, then we might be missing the services of Thomas Partey. But I'm hoping that between then and now, those in charge, those at the helm, those having the high-level discussions have gone far with discussions. That is what I know. Based on conversations that I've had with certain people. I think that the door was not shut right after that court ruling. Officials still went ahead to engage the Canadians and see how best they could settle this, not using the legal way, but use a lot of diplomatic channels. So the door is not closed. The door is not closed on Thomas Partey making it to Toronto if we qualify to the next stage of the competition. I think that based on what has been happening, you never know. Thomas Partey might just get cleared to go and play this match. That is if some of the discussions that have been held at high level become successful. So that's one. But again, there's Kansas City to look forward to that if we finish third.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And then there's Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I think there's Atlanta if we finish first. That's it, right?
Yes.
So all of these possibilities are on the table. But even if it's Kansas City, it's quite far. There's quite a bit of distance. But of course, we would figure it out. But I think that wherever we play, I think that Coach Carlos Queiroz has proven that he understands his team. He knows how to shuffle his pack in the absence of player A or player B. Of course, mind you, we came into a tournament without most of our best players, but he's been able to put a team together to get us performing the way we want to see the team perform. So, I mean, even if Thomas Partey should miss that game in Canada, that's if we finish second, I'm sure Carlos Queiroz would by now find a solution for Thomas Partey's absence. And so, Kwesi Tebo had an excellent game in the last game. He may be drafted in. Elisa also may come back into the team. Caleb Rinchi would be ever present in the team. So, a few options for Carlos Queiroz. And I'm sure in training we'll see what he does, post the Croatia game, and if we know where we finish. I'm sure in training we'll figure out what his plan would be if he doesn't get the service of Thomas Partey. But we'll see how all of these things play out. But again, I think that the Croatia game would test the stars. And I was having a conversation with Nathan yesterday. I asked Nathan if he knew if he had seen the Black Stars go a goal down in the competition. He said, no, of course, we haven't seen the Black Stars go a goal down. Now, how would the Black Stars react if they concede a goal? We've not seen that yet. How would Black Stars react if they score a goal and we'd have to sit back? We've not seen that yet. All we've seen is one part of, how very well they can play, which is the defensive solidity. I think that the Croats would ask a lot of questions, despite the fact that they have, a midfield combination that is that has a combined age of 72. That's Modric and Kovacic. I think we have legs to outrun them in the middle of the pack. But players like Modric and all don't rely on their speed these days. They rely on their intelligence. Now, how to pick that line breaking pass, how to pick that that through pass that would unlock a defense that is airtight. These are technicians who are gifted with that. So that Croatia game would again test the Black Stars in a different way, because there's a lot of creativity in that team. So again, it's one game to look forward to. It's one game to look at. But if you ask me, looking at all the dynamics and whether we're going to stay in US, we're going to stay in Toronto, I hope that Panama are able to do a job on England. So that if we get a good win against, if we get Croatia, a good result against Croatia, we possibly finish as first in the group. That's my pipe dream.
All right, Raymond. Yeah, thank you so much. Any quick word before we call it a wrap? Did you send some bobitari to eat, or if you have none, you need to contact Pronto Acho. You know that.
Yes, pronto, yes, pronto out there. But after eating all the wachi and all the bobitadi and the banku and tilapias, I am not coming here to eat any of that. I'm doing tacos, I'm doing steak, I'm doing lots of bougie stuff.
You come back and go to the gym with us, right?
Don't worry. We'll manage it.
All right, thank you so much, Raymond Yamado. Have a great day, and yes, we'll be looking forward to the update. So if you see any update from USA, Canada, and Mexico on the World Cup, especially on Team Ghana, you know that Raymond Yamado and the rest of our team members who are there bringing us up to speed information. But in football, you don't reach the World Cup without discipline. Yes, it's the reason why Ghana is disciplined and people are crying. In England, they will cry. They can cry blood. But yes, there's the discipline of the team in organizing themselves and failing to, losing up for England to score. When it comes to your smile, the rules are the same. World-class defense isn't built in a day. It's built by brushing morning and night, just because every meal is a snack attack, especially, with the World Cup games at dawn and midnight. And without the right defense, germs will score goals. Germs will destroy your teeth with plaques. That's why Pepsodent brings you the limited edition of the World Cup toothpaste. Choose your defense variant. Is it the fresh breath for all-day confidence, or the antibacterial to fight germs, or the plaque removal for cleaner, stronger smiles? Get the Pepsodent World Cup limited edition today. Available at all supermarkets and shops nationwide this World Cup season. Pepsodent says, when it comes to your oral health, Fano World Cup. Well, it's time to fill it all. If you are looking for the place to catch all the FIFA World Cup action, then you need to be at the Coca-Cola Football Village at the Good Park at the Accra Mall. Watch all your favorite matches live with fellow fans. Enjoy high energy vibes, music and entertainment. Dive into interactive fun zones and fun experiences, plus stand a chance to win exciting giveaways from epic watch parties to unforgettable match day energy. this is where Ghana comes together to celebrate their beautiful game. So bring your crew, bring the energy, and pull up to the Coca-Cola Fun Pack, because this World Cup, you don't just watch it, you feel it. It's the reason why this Saturday we are bringing the game to you live at the Good Park. You need to be present and watch their games. Now, football fans, the biggest tournament is here. We are all enjoying the World Cups as well as biggest deals from Sinclair Tech. Now, from 13th of June to the 25th of July 2026, enjoy amazing discounts on Apple products, Androids, laptops, gaming consoles, as well as home appliances, accessories, and a lot more. Looking to upgrade your iPhone, Android device, get a new MacBook, grab a PlayStation, or refresh your home with quality appliances? This is the perfect time to shop and save. Visit Sinclair Tech today and take advantage of our special World Cup discount sales, quality products, unbeatable prices, and great customer service, all in one place. Visit that is Sinclair Tech today and any other day at Ashali Boche, close to School Junction. Just search Sinclair Tech on Google Maps or call 0549 462 550 0549 462 550. You can also WhatsApp the same number 0549 462 550. Also follow Sinclair Tech on social media at Sinclair Tech _ Sinclair is SINCLEAR Tech TECH. Sinclair Tech, your trusted destination for technology and electronics. Sinclair Tech, elevate your life. Coach, yes, quickly, final words before we call it a wrap this morning.
Yeah, with the Black Stars, I've monitored the recovery session that they did. And you see, in football, we have the passive and then the active recovery session. Now, most of the time, for the players who played more than 1 hour, which is more than 60 minutes, those players normally go through what we call the passive recovery training. So they don't come to the field to train. So if we followed the video that the FA posted, most of the players in those videos were the ones who were unused or played less than 30 minutes in the game. So for them, they can do the active recovery. And with the passive, there's the hydrotherapy. That is where most of the time you see players in pools, and at times they will be in water with ice in it and all that. That is the hydrotherapy. So they can use the cold water immersion or the contrast water therapy. Contrast water therapy is hot water, cold water. So from the hot you go to the cold, and that helps to increase the blood flow around those areas. So it's good. It's good for the recovery of the players. And I'm thinking that after this recovery session, you see, those who did not get a lot of minutes, once they also train, it helps them to catch up in terms of the minutes that they lost in the game, because they did not play. So they must train in order to catch up with those who played. And in the training, they were doing the box passing and then shooting. For the box passing, the details were you pass, you move in a box or in a square shape. Now, it tells me one thing: with how Ghana plays, the box passing is a very good passing exercise for the Black Stars. Why? Because you pass the ball, you immediately move. And how does that Ghana play? It's the same way, because we play in transition. So it means that once we have the ball, you pass, you must follow it. And that is why they were using the box passing at the training ground. And then from there, they did the scoring drills. For the scoring drills, there was a player at the center. You pass the ball to him, he will set you either left or right, and then you shoot the ball. And that is also a very good finishing drill for the Black Stars.
Very good finishing drill for the Black Stars. That is how we call it a wrap on Copa Mundo this afternoon. Coach Omredan Solo, Michael Asari Bodu, and then V. Pau Kwasari will be getting a lot more into the details of the upcoming games today. Curaçao, Cote d'Ivoire, Ecuador, Germany, Japan, Sweden, Tunisia, Netherlands. Very interesting games coming up. And then at 2 a.m., Paraguay, Australia, and Turkey, United States of America. Thank you so much, Coach Kwabnadan. So Raymond Yamada joined us all the way from the United States. To our listeners who sent in the messages, well, let's quickly attend to this message. Well done to South Africa. They are going straight to the round of 16 if really they are playing Canada in that round. Canada and not fierce. From Kofi Nathan from Tema. So thank you so much. Let's do some quick messages before we call it a wrap. Good morning, everyone. I woke to the news that South Africa's Bafana has qualified, and I'm delighted for them. I'm aware that many Ghanaians were not supportive due to the unfortunate actions of some South Africans in recent weeks. However, they have demonstrated resilience and determination, proving a point by fighting hard. This serves as a reminder that in life, when faced with opposition from family and friends, one can transform adversity into triumph through focus and perseverance. This resonates with the inspiring message Nathan shared on the show this morning. Africa embodies love and unity. Let us extend forgiveness and accept them as a united Africa in the World Cup competition. Beautiful message. That boy Koba, Eden Heights. Thank you so much, that boy Koba. Let's do one or two more messages, and if there are no messages, then we call it a wrap. Thanks to Raymond Yamado. Thank you, Michael Asari Buadu Fidelis. Let's make sure that all our sounds were in good check together with their technical and IT team. Flyboy made sure that we were across the socials. Imota Kwame Jakwe Champon together with Angela Mensah. Made sure production was so top notch. I sat in for that is Nathan Kwao, who is coming up shortly with Inside French Football. It's still about the World Cup. Lots and lots different things to talk about. Stay glued with us as the show comes up. Inside French Football will be up in a matter